Hello, my name is Tyrell Johnstone, and welcome to the digital game Overwatch. This is a multiplayer online first-person shooter video game developed and published by Blizzard Entertainment. It was released in May 2016 for multiple platforms including Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The gameplay we are presenting today was played on Windows and was recorded by my partner Dante Barr. To give an overview of the game, Overwatch assigns players to two teams of 6, with each player selecting from a roster of predefined characters, known as heroes, each with unique style of play whose roles are divided into 4 general categories: offense, defense, tank, and support. Players on a team work together to secure and defend control points on a map, or escort a payload across the map in a limited amount of time. Players gain cosmetic rewards that do not affect gameplay, such as character skins and victory poses, as they play the game for rewards. Overwatch has received universal acclaims from critics who have praised the game for its accessibility, diverse appeal of its hero characters, bright cartoonish art style, and fun gameplay. It is considered to be one of the best games released in 2016 and has received numerous awards, including Game of the Year at the Game Awards, DICE Awards, and Game Developers' Choice Awards, as well as from numerous publications. Since its release, Overwatch has become recognized as an esport, with the developer Blizzard helping to fund and produce professional leagues and other tournament events for the game. This game is clearly an exemplary model of first-person shooter video games. The great graphics and first-person view created in the game gives the player the intense feeling of being the hero they are controlling in the game, creating a very strong magic circle for the players. The view established in the game makes you feel as if you are in the head of your hero, being able to see your hands and weapons when you look down. As well, the design of the game has extremely high replay value. The game has diverse and unique characters and abilities that all blend seamlessly together throughout the gameplay, allowing for different experiences every time you play. Sometimes first-player shooter games can feel repetitive, losing the effect of the magic circle. However, the huge range of possibilities this game presents eliminates that problem. Lastly, Overwatch does not have any options to pay for better weapons or armor in the game. All characters are equal on both teams, so it eliminates the ability to pay to win, where some players spend a lot of money in the game and are able to easily defeat their opponents. This is just another component that makes Overwatch such a great example of a first-person shooter game. The design quality and qualities of Overwatch were very well developed and implemented, which has led to the game's great success within the gaming community. The game follows along with very many of Ganaru's forms of fun. These forms give the game many qualities that make it very enjoyable to play to a large audience. To name a few, the game implements the quality of competition. Every player is on the same foot. The only advantage a player can have over another is skill and experience, very similar to competitive sports we play in the real world. The game also has the quality of social interactions. Overwatch is a team game. As such, just like in other team games and sports, you must work with your team to win. Not being able to communicate with your team through a mic or chat puts you at a huge disadvantage. Lastly, to mention of qualities from Ganaru is that of thrill and danger. As you try to win, you can be killed by opponents, making you have to wait to respawn, potentially putting your team at a disadvantage while you are dead. This gives you the sense of fear when you're in danger. You really have to make calculated moves and think ahead while playing in order not to be killed. Another quality of Overwatch is that it is a complex system. There are so many unique heroes and abilities, the number of interactions in the game are nearly limitless. This contributes to the unpredictable pattern of outcomes in the game. Overwatch gives its players a great sense of agency, as they are able to make meaningful choices that result in meaningful outcomes, through what player they choose to be, different attacks they use, to how they navigate themselves through the game space to be victorious. When looking at the gamer motivation model, it's clear to see that Overwatch falls into many categories, but the main three are action, social, and achievement. Action motivates the player through destruction and excitement, and Overwatch definitely has those qualities. There is constant guns, explosions, and chaos going on through the game, almost to a point where it's hard to keep track of what's going on. Along with the surprises and thrills, action is definitely a motivator in the game. The game is also social through players being on a team working towards a common goal and being able to chat with your team through microphone and text chat. Lastly, the players are motivated by achieving the goal of being victorious over the other team by completing their tasks faster than the other team. Overwatch follows the traditional business model, selling the game at a flat rate of $60 to $80 depending on the platform. However, with most online games, especially ones of this genre, without new updates and features, the game can get boring and repetitive. So with this traditional business model, there is a decreasing sales rate and eventually a finite amount of money to support not only the servers, but also updates and bug fixes. To get around this, Overwatch has the loot box system that are slowly attainable throughout the gameplay, or players can buy them with microtransactions. These items that you get through loot boxes don't affect gameplay at all, only the aesthetic look of characters. This way, when new characters are designed and released, the design and implementation can be paid off by players who have the desire to get these new skins. They will buy loot boxes to increase the number of chances they get to attain these items. There are also seasonal events such as Halloween and Christmas where new skins are only available for a certain amount of time. This business model is a great way to keep the game going, while a pay-to-play model such as receiving upgrade abilities would definitely be more lucrative. Overwatch's method doesn't ruin its competitive aspect by only offering cosmetic items.